Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today we do have a new episode of ALLYCHAT, the currently bi-weekly segment where you get to watch me get ready, do my makeup, and all those kinds of things. Today I'm going to be trying out a new eyeshadow palette. Actually found this at TJ Maxx this morning. It is the Too Faced Natural Lust. It says Naturally Sexy Eyeshadow Palette. Not that I care about that, but there is some gorgeous green colors in here. That is actually why I picked it up. Oh, there's like a little guidebook on how for me to do my eyes. But this packaging's kind of all damaged just because it was, floating around at TJ Maxx. Now, I did open it up just to check to make sure no one had touched anything. Oh, the mirror is there. But there are some really nice colors here. And I particularly was interested in this one here. It's like a teal color. It looks more green on the package. But there is like a bit of a green hint to it, green-blue. And I'm also really liking this color. It's called Temptation. It's like a nice yellow. So I'm not sure what colors I'm going to use. I mean, I was thinking about wearing this today. So I guess the peacocking color would do well. But also I think something up here, not as adventurous, just because, if I get a little bit too extra with my eyes, I do have to clean it up because it gets too distracting. It's usually easier for me, like more neutral colors, I can just kind of blend those out if it ends up not looking 100% clean. So I might go with something in the middle, the Oops-a-Daisy, Temptation, and maybe some lighter colors. But first off, before I get even on into that, I do have to start by priming my eyes. Now I know I had mentioned in Thursday's video, actually this actually does have a nice sized mirror as well. So I'm actually going to leave that open. I'll use that as my mirror today. A little bit far away I have it up against the tripod. I'm squinting at it a little bit. As you guys can see, I'm quite tired though. I can see the bags under my eyes on camera. I feel like that's been a common theme recently. Any of my makeup looks, if you look directly under my eyes, you can see just darkness showing through. I just feel like I'm just permanently tired. Let's see what the booklet has to say. Ooh, look at that one. That one's nice. I like that. I don't really have that eye shape to have any space, like anything up here. It'll just get swallowed up by my crease. Ooh, I like that. That's nice too, this one. With a little bit, that green tint on it. But that's way too many colors for me. 3 is my max that I can use and make look decent. And my hair escaping over here. But also my skin has been quite red recently. Like I've had this for about a month. Now what I have is like, it's a recurring, like I have a pimple deep, like a little, I think cystic pimple that comes out every couple months and it hangs out. Sometimes it gets inflamed. Why am I out of focus? Hey. Not like there's too much going on camera. Alright, there we go. But it comes in and goes in and out. It never like truly disappears. It's just sometimes it's red, sometimes it's not. It's been red for about a month. So that's been quite frustrating. Now, also, I've had this for a while, and then my chin's just doing T-zone crap, so, which is weird because it's been very cold. Past few days, cold and rainy. I mean, of course, not compared to people in other states, like, all the Midwest, and Texas and stuff are experiencing stuff they've never been used to before. All right, the mirror is actually too far away from me. I wanted to have it kind of not taking up a giant portion of the camera, but that's what I need. So, obviously, it's not as bad as there. But I'm saying for Florida in February, it's been very weird. It feels like it's summer. I got eyeshadow primer on my nose, whatever. It feels like summer weather, honestly. Just colder because of how rainy it's been the past couple days. Which finally I've remembered to change my windshield wiper, like the little plastic on one of my passenger side windshield wiper. It can't come off, I noticed. And then I was like, oh, well, hopefully it doesn't rain. And then it just keeps raining, and I'm like, It's never like raining while I've been driving though. If it's drizzling, it's like to the point where I didn't need to use it. But I was like, I need to remember to actually do this. So I actually did that yesterday morning. So now I can drive in the rain again. Very nice, very nice. Anyways. Why is the eyeshadow primer a little crusty today? Maybe it could be me. I don't think so. I always do like prep my face beforehand. And by prep my face, I mean I go over everything with a wipe. Just because, I get very oily very quickly, so I want to keep everything nice and fresh. That is interesting. But let me grab a brush here, and then I'll have to figure out what I want to do for certain. Alright, so I have this is like, not quite teal, I don't think. What color is this? Anyone let me know what color this is? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's like a greenish blue. Not exactly the color of that peacocking one, so I'm not going to use that. But I think I will go with... Alright, so I think I'm going to go this color here. Right on the corner, it says Silk Robe, Afternoon Delights, and I'll put a little Oops-a-Daisy on top. I think that might look cute. So let's get started with that. I like putting the lighter colors on the inner corner, so I'll do that, and then fade out into the Afternoon Delight. We'll see how that goes. This product did seem to have good reviews. I think it was 4-point-something stars on the Too Faced website, of course. So you'd think the people who buy from the website tend to like the products. But it seemed like it was good, so I was like, alright. It was only $30, so I was like, I like the colors. $30, Too Faced is like a real brand. It's not like one of those like Makeup Revolution things that they have, like you'll see all the time at TJ Maxx. Sometimes they actually do have like makeup. Usually the stuff they mix at the TJ Maxx, especially if you're seeing in a lot of quantity, it means that it didn't perform very well and it got bulked out from like Sephora's or Ulta's or whatnot to TJ Maxx. Or even from the actual place themselves. Like, I remember that was happening for a while with a bunch of Kat Von D stuff. Which it wasn't necessarily the bad Kat Von D products. It's just that they were clearing out the actual Kat Von D named stuff. So I actually have a bunch of lipsticks from when I was finding those at TJ Maxx. And sometimes they have good stuff. TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I mean, Home Goods is also the same company, but you're not going to find makeup at Home Goods. But TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I've come across some pretty good stuff there. Like, what I usually do, though, is I just Google it and see, but like, alright, what are the reviews on this thing? You know, if I like the way it looks, I'm always a little suspicious at TJ Maxx if it's there. Be like, why is it here? Why is it on essentially clearance? Like, I remember they had this one Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I think. That was there. I think the, But I don't remember what it was called. I remember what it looks like, but I remember you either loved it or you hated it. And I know a lot of the, like, beauty influencer YouTubers gave it a good review. And we're trying to say, you know, maybe it's not the product for you. It requires a lot of, like, super, like, professional blending techniques, but it's good quality makeup. And it's like, yeah, but if the average person can't use it because it doesn't blend well, that means it's not a very good product. I mean, I get it. There's a way to make it look good. But if it requires, like, me to do too much effort, I'm not buying it. So I didn't get that one, but I remember that being a lot of them there. I don't remember exactly what it was called. I remember the colors look good, though, but I remember hearing a stink about it, so I never picked it up. But what other stuff have I found at TJ Maxx? I actually have a Marc Jacobs foundation that I've never used. I had good reviews, but it was the only one there. I mean, obviously you can't test this stuff, so I don't know if it's like even the right color for my skin based on the pictures. It looked okay, but yeah, I have stuff that works. But it was like $10 that I bought it. Also, you gotta make sure, I mean, I always hate being that person because I don't want people to think I'm the person that like touches stuff, but you always have to open the packages to make sure no one has touched stuff. Like the one time I didn't check, I had like, it was like a kit of like, I think Laneige, like little lip mask things, because I got one in the Sephora kit and I liked it. And I was like, oh, there's like a little 4-pack. And 2 of them people had scooped, put their fingers in to touch it. It's like, why would you do that? But... and sometimes you'll see like eyeshadow palettes. Like I've come across MAC ones and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. It's only like $15. I'm like, yeah, it's like 3.5 stars, but I like the colors. It looks cool. And then I open it up and there's like people had swatched all the different stuff. I'm like, I'm not buying that. People touched it. That's gross. Don't touch stuff. It's gross. Don't do it. Anyways, makeup. You know, like, I mean, obviously I don't think anywhere is swatching stuff anymore. But I know actually once I went to a Dillard's. Actually with the Christmas collection for MAC, and they were very careful. They cleaned everything. They cleaned the little Q-tip and put it on. Not just sticking your finger into like the lipstick or the eyeshadows. I actually kind of like this just the way it is, but I want to be shiny. And I do think I need a little more of the darkness on this side. I went a little extra on the left. Or, well, my left, your guys' right side. I need to just kind of match it, make it a little more even. Alright, that looks okay. Dry off the, well, not dry off the excess, but shake off the excess. And by shake off, I mean rub it on this giant paper towel I have in front of me. And let's try some Oops-a-Daisy. Just throw that on top. Looks a little bit more sparse glitter than I would have wanted. You guys can't see anything, whatever. Let me just put that on the inside and a little on the outer corner. It's cute. Not as pigmented as I would have expected, but you know what? That's actually better for the look because I did like what it looked like. Now with glitter, I'm sure you guys have all heard about the trick if you've watched any other makeup things before. That's a bit unfortunate. There's like a big clump on my eyelid from the glitter. But yeah, there's a bit more glitter, so I need to match it on the other side. I don't know that you guys can really see it anyways. It's kind of far. I'm kind of far away. But and I've actually done it before. It actually does really help. That's bothering me. I have tweezers somewhere. Maybe I can pick it up with the tweezers. Not going to squeeze my eyelid, of course. But if you spray, usually people use Max Fix Plus, but you can use like any kind of setting spray. I don't know if you can use water or not. Wouldn't recommend it, but I've used my setting spray. You spray the brush, get the brush wet, and then you touch any kind of like glittery eyeshadow, and then it sticks better. It's more pigment. I've done that before. It actually, I can say that works. Alright, I got it off. Alright. Overall, though, I'm happy with this eyeshadow palette. I really want to try out that blue color. If I was feeling more adventurous, if I had more time, I would go for it. But even though I got started like 6:15 tonight, because I am filming this on Saturday night, I don't actually have that much time as I had anticipated. It's always busy. You'd think it'd be not that busy. You'd think the stream over at the Titan Cards channel, like that right up here, Titan Cards main channel, you think us not getting any new product at all this week because of all the weather delays, we'd have like a nice short 3.5, 4 hour stream. I was like, well, I get to go to sleep on time. Why am I closing this up? I still need more brushes. No, there's like 20 breaks already. It's like, why? What are you people even buying? I'm kind of confused, but hey, as long as you guys are having a good time. I just actually woke up early and was doing stuff this morning because I was like, that's okay, I'm not staying up late. So I'm already tired. And also, I've been actually using this mascara the past whole week, I think. Anytime that I've actually done my makeup, I think there was one day I didn't do anything. But it is the Dior Show that was gifted to me by Katya Beauty Style. In my gift package, I think from last... Yeah, that was last Wednesday here on the channel, but I actually really like it. It works really well. And I'm always like, you know, what's really the difference with mascara? I mean, you put it on your eyes and it's like, okay... You'd think they all do the same, but it looks different than the Urban Decay one. I like it. I don't know how to describe how it looks different, but I feel like it gives me maybe more of a softer look. It smells really weird. It smells like paint, but I like the way it works. Also makes me feel fancy. I'm using Dior makeup. Ooh. But I actually really like, that's the only thing that I've actually gotten to try. I'm still waiting on my blush to finish to use the new blush and whatnot. But that was something easy. It's in color 90 Pro Black. It's nice. I like it. Alright, let's dry off my eyes and then I can do my face and then get on out of here. I don't know why. It's like two little tiny segments of my face take up the same amount of time as the rest of all of this. I'm almost finished with my primer, which I actually do have a backup primer in my bag if I need it. But there's like a teensy tiny bit, like the white liquid you guys can see, and the rest is just like frosted white. That's how I was confused with this, because actually it's frosted tan too as well to match the foundation color. So it's like, oh, I think I had a lot left, and I didn't. But this one I can see very clearly. It's almost at the end. It's getting more and more difficult to actually get it out. But, I mean, I don't need too much primer. But I'm just letting you guys know there's a possibility if I get frustrated trying to get this out, I might just open the new one. But I really just want to, like, finish this completely before I open the new one. And I think it might, like, be done tonight. And then I can throw it away and not have to bother with this anymore. Because this stuff isn't cheap, man. I'm using all of it. Every last drop. Speaking of makeup, there's actually a new Urban Decay palette I want to try. I saw an advertisement for it on Facebook. Facebook's always trying to get me that way. They're like, hey, We heard you mention makeup once in the microphone that we swear we don't actually listen to, but we do. Yeah, so you want this new palette? I'm like, sure. So I click on the link to the website, and then it just didn't load, and I was like, whatever. So let me go to Sephora, and I found on the Sephora website, and I hate that makeup companies do this, but it's like, oh, online, you could buy it now. I think this was like February 12th or something. It's like, you could buy it now online, but you gotta wait till the 26th if you want to buy it in person. I'm like, I'll buy this stuff online. I just want to run in and run out real quick. Just run into like the JCPenney's or something at Tyrone Square and just be like, alright. But the good thing about it being online first, though, is I can actually see the reviews before I go buy one in person. But it's like it's like a new Naked palette, which I know some people swear by the Naked palettes. I heard the purple one wasn't very good, but this one has like a lot of blues and browns. I'm like, ooh, that'd work well with my skin tone. I think it's like called Wild Wild West or something. But I keep seeing ads for it where this chick's wearing like blue eyeshadow. I'm like, I want that. Even though I have all these super like bright colors and whatnot, I just don't wear them because, you know, I do a good enough job that I can look okay on camera. Where is my sponge? No, my beauty blender fell on the floor. That sucks, actually. That actually sucks. I didn't notice it rolled off. Looks okay. I did vacuum earlier. Still, it's like, floor. Alright, well, I'll use the other side of that. But I have, like, all these bright colors in my collection. And I don't know. I don't know if it's like I just don't know how to do makeup, with, you know, which is a possibility. You think I know how to do it. But like, I do very simple colors. I always do the same look. Either it's a solid tone with a bit of glitter on top, or it's like a lighter tone that fades out into a darker tone, or sometimes I switch it up and I do a darker into light, just depending on what I'm going for. But it's always the same thing. Like max 3 colors. Like that's all I got in me. Like I can't be the people that has like one color here, one here, one here, and then like 6 up here, and like eyeliner that goes like, I can't do that. So it's just a possibility. I don't know how to make this stuff work, and like the lighter colors are not as noticeable because it's more skin tone colored. So, but hey, you know what? I've done some colors that are nicer. Like actually those times that I do that one, I get that one green look to work. The one that combines the Pastel Goth and the Divine palette with the green and the shimmer green, and it's like a very electric green look on my eyes, which I actually would go for some more greens. Anyone, I know I asked a couple Alley chats ago if anyone has suggestions for eyeshadow palettes with green in them, let me know in the comments down below. I actually have it, but I've never used it. This one little, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a little Urban Decay. It's part of their like travel set, or like travel theme, or like, I think it has something to do with a train, and it's like a little 6 pod, tiny little makeup palette. I have that because there's a green in there. Then I like G-Train. I think it's called G-Train. I don't know what that means. Urban Decay has a lot of really weird names. Even this palette, to be honest, is kind of weirding me out. Like, there's this one color, it's that nice purple up there. It's called Pin Down. It's like, why? Why is that necessary? There's one down here. It's called Spank Me. Why? Why? There's a color called Ball and Chain. Like, this is Too Faced. Like, what are you doing? Like, Urban Decay will have stuff called, like, Heroin. I'm like, whatever. That's just Urban Decay's thing. It's weird, but, like, whatever. The color looks nice, I'll buy it. I don't care what it's called. I don't know. It's like, these companies try too hard sometimes. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised with Too Faced. They have their one mascara is called Better Than Sex. Like, why? Can't you just call it something else? Like, isn't that weird? Like, does no one find that weird? Whatever. Not for me, I guess. Which actually, the mascara is not too bad. That's one of the ones where I didn't really see a difference. I just, because I don't like the name, I still prefer my Urban Decay. I think it's called Perversion. I have a little trial size one of that Too Faced mascara somewhere at home. I don't even carry it in my little bag because I don't even use it. But it's one of those, like, yeah, I guess I could use it sometimes. I remember it's pretty old, to be honest. A lot of my makeup I let just sit, but I mean, people collect palettes, so I mean, I'm assuming everything's fine. But back in the day, a couple of years ago, back when Kat Von D was still kind of normal, I used to be super into all of her different palettes. They actually did a collab, I think, with Too Faced. And it was like the half like soft colors. There was like the little heart thing, and there was a little mini pouch that came with One side was like pink and glittery, and the other side was black with a picture of one of Kat Von D's, like one of those like naked cats. I forgot what their names were. Her cats are cool, but whatever. But I got both of those pieces of that collection, so it had like little minis in it. So like I've tried it before. It's not particularly anything amazing, but I don't know, stuff weirds me out. It's like, oh wow, ooh, you proved you're a cool adult. Wow. Wow, you have adult topics in your names. Wow, good for you. You're so edgy. Like, get out of here. Whatever. Like I said, I guess Urban Decay I don't mind so much because, like, that's their whole thing. Like, that's what you expect. But I feel like I don't know if it's like a mix of, like, I feel like they're trying too hard to be edgy or, like, I don't know. Whatever. I feel like I'm turning into one of those people, like, sometimes you'll see, like, negative reviews on Urban Decay stuff. It's like, my daughter bought this, and I was looking at the names of some of these eyeshadows, and I'm offended, and I made her take it back. Like, how can they expose kids to these words? Like, I don't care that much. I just feel like that's what it sounds like. Anyways, whatever. Maybe it's just because of the way I am. It kind of, like, weirds me out. Normal people, I don't think, care. Whatever, I'm part of that 2% club, or is it 1%? 1 to 2% club, YOLO. Whatever. I just want to look cute on camera. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter what it's called, but sometimes it just makes me feel weird. I just feel like when I wet my beauty blender, like, a lot, and, like, to the point where I'm like, this is a little too wet. It's dripping, and then by the time I actually get to start using it on camera, I feel like it's dry. Whatever. I mean, right now, it's fine that it's dry. Yeah, that does not look good. Hold up, I gotta fix that. Which eye is that on? This side. Alright, that explains why I actually just didn't turn my head that far. Alright, there was just a chunk of my under eye that didn't have concealer on it, and I could see it. Alright, I fixed that. Alright, we look okay. It's weird, I feel like from the front, like, my nose is cute. And then if I turn my head to the side, I'm like, man, I didn't realize my nose was that, like... Not that that's a bad thing, I just forget, because I don't look at that side of my face. Like, I don't look at myself like this, I usually just look straight on. And I'm like, oh, I have my little cute little slender nose. Then I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I want plastic surgery. Whatever. I know I've mentioned it before, like, to get rid of, where is it? These? I've looked into it, but I'm always like, I'm one of those people that could never do it, because I always feel like I might regret it. Like, I don't think I would, but like, what if down the road, you wished you didn't do it? And be like, ah. I don't like giving myself the opportunity to regret stuff. I tend to overthink things, too, so I would never get it done. I'd always be like, what if I mess up? What if I go get this cut out of my face and somehow, like, pinch a nerve and then I twitch for the rest of my life? You know, because that technically could happen. Usually more if you're getting stuff done by your eyes. I think my mom's told me this story because my mom used to work for Canada 3000. And there was a lady that I think she worked with, I think it was, I don't know if it was the same airline, but she had something done, I think either up over her nose or around, like, yeah, probably something by her nose, got like a nose job or something. They cut like a nerve by her eye, and then her eye was just constantly twitching. I'm like, man, that sucks. And I was like, I hate for something like that to happen to me, especially where it's not like really a big deal, but I've gone through all kinds of weird phases in like the past 8 years in regards to like plastic surgery. Like, oh, I want to have my cheekbones shortened or like shaved, and then I want to have cheekbone implants, and then I want to have my nose done, and then I was like, no, my nose is fine, and then it's like, I want to have my skin fixed, and then I'm like, oh, I want to change my eyelids, or like have my lips fuller, and then it's like, oh, I want a reduction, and then I'm like, no, let me make them bigger, and it's like, I flip-flop so much that I could never do something, and like half those things I just mentioned make 0 sense. It's just sometimes you look in the mirror and you feel a certain way, man, I don't know. But I know a lot of people think that these are fake. They're not. I'm just saying I've thought about getting them removed and I've thought about getting them enhanced. It goes both ways. Like sometimes it's like, man, I like the way they look. And then sometimes I'm like, you know, I wish I just didn't have back problems. Like, can I just cut them off? Like, do I really care if they're gone? Like, I feel like more people would care about it than me. Like, me personally. I'd be like, yeah, whatever. And then everybody'd be like, oh my god, Allie, why would you get rid of your boobs? That's horrible. And be like, don't need them. Get rid of them. But no, it's just, whatever. That looks cute though. I look cute today. But I'm getting ready a little bit early, so by the time I start the stream, I'm going to be all oily and gross. Makes me wonder if I need a different kind of foundation. I really love the skin tone match. Maybe if Katya's watching, maybe she knows. Leave a comment or something, I don't know. But like, I just feel like I get so oily. I don't know if it's just stress. Like, I'm always running on full cylinders of stress. So I don't know if it's that. And I've always been super oily. I mean, I've never really regularly used any other kind of foundation. Like, I've used other stuff before. I've used the Kat Von D one. I've used the MAC regular foundation. But I've never used them as much as I use this. Like, I use these Fenty ones now, like, every single day. It used to be like I'd put on makeup, like, once every 6 months. You know? So, like, I don't remember what those other foundations feel like. I still have them. The MAC one I've had since middle school, so I should probably throw it away. It's probably not good for my skin anymore, but hey, I still have it if I want to try it out. But, like, the color match on the Fenty is just so good. And I know a lot of people say it's, like, really good for their oily skin, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting too oily too fast. Like, I don't know if it's a me problem. I don't know if it's a makeup problem. I don't know if maybe I should have gotten a different primer. Although I think my skin has been better, because I actually used to use the Stila primer, which I liked. It was actually recommended to me by a lady at Sephora, because it was color correcting too, so it helped my face not be as shining through with the, like, let's say if I had that, it wouldn't really show up. Because I'm not really good at concealer. I will admit, I don't like the concealer. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to having one tone across my face, and I know with makeup you're supposed to have, like, it's supposed to be lighter under the eye, but I don't like that I can't just put the concealer on my face and go if I need to cover something. I think it's just I don't have the right shade for that, but I'm not a super fan of the Fenty concealer. Like I said, though, that could just be a me problem. So I probably won't buy that concealer again once I finish it, which I feel like I'm only halfway done. Just weird, because I feel like I use this stuff all the time. I should be closer to being finished with a lot of these products than I actually am. But whatever. I don't dislike it enough to stop using it. Like, I actually tried for a little bit, and I was like, maybe it's that, and I went back to this ancient, you guys have seen me use it before, I think, in an ALLYCHAT one. Actually, I think the ALLYCHAT that I've given up on a couple ALLYCHATs. I think mostly the ones that I've given up on I was using this. Ones where I'm not doing, like, actually foundation. I use this because this is a better skin match, but I've noticed recently that I've tried to use it as like a skin color. I think it's just because it's winter time here in Florida. I'm not as tan, which I'm always like super pale, but it's not the same color as my skin at the moment. It does work better for me closer to summertime, which I think that's the problem too with my MAC foundation I bought in the summertime. So like even if I use that right now, I don't think it would look good. But the Fenty looks good all year. I think also because people have complained about it, that it oxidizes, but for me, when it oxidizes nicer. It looks nicer once it's, like, actually settled on my face. So I really do like it. I just don't know, like I said, if it's a me problem, which a lot of stuff is a me problem. But you know what? That's okay. A lot of people have me problems. Sometimes it be like that. I don't know. Anyways. I'm thinking this is a super cute look. I didn't know how this would do. Honestly, why I picked this out, you guys might notice, might not. I don't know how close you guys pay attention to, like, Junior's fashion. But this is part of the Her Universe collection for the live-action Aladdin movie. What I do sometimes when I have free time. One of my friends called last night and they're like, what are you up to? I'm like, you're not going to believe this, but I'm actually not at work for once because I actually went home relatively on time. I was here at the shop last night till like 7:30 and I was like, why am I here? We're not even open and I didn't notice. So if you guys were hanging out in the like pre-game last night, or, well, 2 nights ago for once this video's live, and I just disappeared. It's because I went to the restroom, I came back, boss man was here, I talked to him, and I grabbed my stuff and I left. I forgot that I had the tab open, that's why I didn't say goodbye, my apologies. Because I was hanging out, like Steven, Mad Max, Steven, both Stevens. Tiffany was there. We were talking to Tiffany. Tiffany's still doing all right, which is good. Andon, I think, has power, but Andon doesn't have water, I don't believe. Tiffany got back water. I don't know if Andon's going to be here on the stream. I don't know how sporadic it is for him, but they're doing all right. Mayara, Texas family, hope you all are doing all right. Obviously, I've been complaining about the lack of product all week, but you know what? It's a really minor thing in the grand scheme of things, because it looks like anything that was supposed to be coming out next week was pushed anyways, so we don't have any new product. We're going to have, actually get to have a kind of a bye week that's now filled with Star Wars Signature Series, the Cup Hockey, more certified basketball, and limited football. Clear Cut was now pushed to the first week. I swear Clear Cut a couple days ago on the calendar said the 26th. Or the 24th. One of those. There was a 2 in it. It was 2-2 something. Now it shows 3-3, so I think it's the 24th or 26th. More so, usually hockey comes out on Wednesday, so probably it's the 24th. Now it says 3-3, so we got nothing. So it does seem like the new products will be shipping on Monday, which means if they're not overnighted, which I don't know if Tops is in, well, not Tops, but UPS and FedEx. Southern was open for like a couple hours on Wednesday, I think, and then they re-shut down because it started snowing really hard. But by open, they had 2 people working in the warehouse, so there was like nothing happening. But FedEx and UPS were not guaranteeing overnights would make it on time. So if they're still not, and I sound weird because of the way my neck is, but if they're still not guaranteeing the overnight, Southern wasn't charging for them, because, like, what's the point? Like, why waste our money in theirs if it's not even going to go overnight? So that wasn't even an option. I don't know if they are available for overnights, if Bossman would pay to have it overnighted, because, like, at that point, between Tuesday and Wednesday, what's really the difference? Also, because it was delivered via UPS, actually Star Wars and the Cup actually haven't made it to Southern yet. They're actually at the distribution center, however, in Nashville, waiting to be taken to the warehouse. So, like, potentially it might not even ship on Monday, just because they might not have it still. Like, it might, and then, because they got to deliver the shipment, and then they got, pack it out to whichever stores are getting what. Yes, we're getting probably the majority of it. We got cut from 500 boxes of Signature to 200, so, I mean, that's still a decent amount, but it's only 10 cases. I mean, potentially we could be getting all of it. Like, I don't know how much they got at Nashville. I mean, I know Ryan Albano gets from the New York warehouse because he's in Delaware. So, his numbers, I mean, company-wide do affect our numbers. When he gets a lot, usually we get cut. I mean, he's actually been getting cut too recently. It's awkward because, I recommend people to the Star Wars group because I love the group, and then we lose customers to Ryan because he has a shop, but he doesn't actually have a shop. He just sells everything at cost just to be nice to people. He's like a pharmacist. Like, he's not making a living off this stuff. He's just doing it to be nice. And then people will get mad at me. Be like, why aren't you selling at cost? I'm like, you realize he makes no money, right? Like, he is doing it out of the kindness of his heart for you guys to get product at a good deal. Stop expecting that from shops. He doesn't pay an overhead. He doesn't pay employees. He doesn't pay bills. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He literally doesn't have a store. He used to. Now he doesn't do it, but he has the account still to help people. Like, whatever. But, like, he doesn't get from the same warehouse. But I know his stuff was delayed too, Ryan's stuff, because New York is also very, very snowy. I don't know when, though. I don't know if his delays are going as long as ours. But like I said, grand scheme of things, it's more important people's safety than this stuff. I just need something to complain about at all times. That's just how I am. All right. Do I want to put on lip gloss? I feel like I should, but I just don't like the feeling. I'll do it anyways. I'll put this... I don't even know what color this is. This was the original Fenty lip gloss, the one they said that's good for everybody, every skin tone. I was like, I don't believe it. And then I tried it on, and I was like, wow. I think they're on to something. Alright, let me reopen this mirror, and then I will be done here. This looks cute. This is a good look. I don't know why my shirt has a big old ruffle in it, but hey, I think this is actually a really good look for me. I'm liking my $30 kind of clearance, but not really natural lust with creepy name Too Faced palette. Again, Katya, thank you so much. I really love that Dior Show mascara. I love the perfumes. I actually gave one to my mom, the one that I was like, I like it, but I don't know if it's for me. I gave that to my mom. She loves it. And then I do still have everything else in this makeup bag. I just haven't incorporated any of it into my routine yet. I'll try it out, though. I promise I'll try everything eventually. But I did snatch up. I really do like that the way the Dior one looks. Like I said, I think it just makes my eyes look a little bit softer. But that'll do it here. I do need to wrap it up here. It is 6:53, so I do have approximately 17 minutes to take a nice picture to update the thumbnail. Because it does send out new... For notifications on YouTube, when you have a stream, it sends out a little, hey, reminder, Titan Cards is going live in 30 minutes. So I like getting up the new picture before 7:15, which requires me sometimes to pose a little bit too much. And I'll take a nice picture and then I'll forget to have had this open. Because that's always a staple in the thumbnail. And then I have to retake the picture. So I do like to try and get that taken care of. So that way when people, because I know... I've noticed even that one stream that we didn't have the alley cam because the computer was like having real issues. That stream I think is the worst performing stream. That's not like a Wednesday weird one. So people do tend, I notice, when I'm in the thumbnail, click on the video more, especially for a stream. So I like having those updated thumbnails. So I do need to get out of here. But I think this is a nice look. I got a lot of weird complaining out of the way with you guys. I hope you found it entertaining. If you did, don't forget to go on ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And I know, as I was mentioning in this past Thursday's Slay the Spire playthrough, Allie Plays episode number 2, I was mentioning, because I'd asked you guys if you like seeing Allie Plays, maybe I might switch that to like a focal fixed thing on Thursdays, and then have still my different openings and crazy videos on Tuesdays, whatever I choose to do that week. But because it is, I will admit, easier content for me, I don't have to worry about what I'm bringing, what I want to say. I play, have fun, and give my general commentary for you guys. I'm thinking about adding ALLYCHAT to being weekly. I'd initially thrown up a poll asking you guys if you want a weekly or bi-weekly. Now, you guys seemed okay with either option, and I was actually going to start with weekly, and then I filled a really nice ALLYCHAT, and that was when we were still having the computer issues. Computer crashed like about 30 seconds while I was into my outro, like wrapping things up, and the file was lost, and I was like, whatever, I'm not doing weekly anymore out of spite, because I didn't want to have to redo that one. I wanted to take a break and just be like, and not have to worry about it. But I might be bringing back ALLYCHAT weekly. We'll see. Definitely not next week, though, because like I said, there's a lot going on. Not as much as I had feared, just because, like I said, it doesn't seem like there's anything coming in next week that's not the stuff we missed from this week. But it's still a lot of products that people are excited for. Lots of actual group drafts. You have a regular draft, a snake draft, our regular openings. Still have a bunch of stuff to list on eBay, and just a lot of stuff in general. Bossman has actually had someone come in with a basketball set, I think 86, and had a PSA 6 or 7 Michael Jordan graded rookie. He's probably going to be buying that. I think he'd offered the dude like $13,000 or $14,000. So probably more new collection pickups. We also bought like a light play tabernacle or near mint or something, a tabernacle of Pendle Vale for like $3,000. So there's like a lot of stuff I need to list, take pictures of, and kind of promote. We got some pretty cool stuff coming in at Titan, so we got some cool stuff. Also picked up a near mint Savannah, which, you know, isn't the craziest dual land, but still nice stuff. It's super off topic. But yeah, no permanent ALLYCHAT weekly just quite yet, because next week I have a lot of stuff going on. But I hope you all enjoyed this one here. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. What do you think would be the worst plastic surgery for me to get? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, we'd love to have you with us. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. But yeah, that is it for me here. Also, before I get on out of here, I do have to give a big shout out to all of our patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond support. I really, truly do appreciate it. It does help me, you know, focus more on the channel, think about what cool openings, what new products I want to buy to show off to you guys. So I really, really do appreciate it. Do have 3 Ultimate Excavators, Jack Perez, Keith Muta, and Stephen Olivo, 1 Gemstone Miner of Andon, and also a Crystal Collector, Daryl Wise. And of course, all patrons do have their names shown on screen at the end of the video. There are a couple different tiers, so you will see more names than I'd mentioned. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys the same. Thank you so much, and I hope you all are still enjoying your little perks over there. But that is it for me here. Let me go ahead and get on out of here. Not sure what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday just quite yet. I do have actually a bunch of stuff I need to pick up at Anime Fix, but Bossman pays me by check now, so I don't always have like a bunch of cash on me. But actually, there is a new Bishojo statue that came out, Black Cat. So at some point, spoiler alert, I'm going to have another cosplay Bishojo opening. Dig out the Black Cat cosplay and open that. Don't know when that's happening. At some point, though. Also have some Nendroids And like I've teased you guys for a while, the Funko versus the Grimjow versus the Funko Pop versus the, I think, Mega House Gems or whatever. So those are in the works. Not sure when I'm going to get to those. Not sure when I'm going to be able to go pick up that stuff. Going to the bank is a pain, but whatever. Anyway, so that is it for me here. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all are staying safe. And I'll catch you next time as we unearth some more treasures here at Ally's Treasure Trove. But I think this is a good episode. So take care, everybody. And I'll catch you on Tuesday. Bye!